going to.
Yeah.
Rolling with the homies.
Yeah.
The devil.
Yeah, the devil. Hey, I mean, I'm way too big to drive to the devil's house.
So here we are, Team Rogue Riders. This is our buddy Whiteout. He played a really fun, interesting deck here today at the Mesa Regionals. And we're going to go ahead and see a deck profile. What you play today, man?
I played Spyral Danger Orcust because last night in playtesting and shadow handing, I was just bricking my ass off on everything. And yeah, it was horrible. So I went back to Spirals because it's something I was comfortable with, and overall I was happy with the way the deck performed, but I geared it more towards trying to stop like high impactful meta, and what I mean by that is combo decks, and it came back to bite me in the ass because I played 5 rounds and 3 out of 5 of them were rogue.
Oh man.
And all of my rogue rounds were shit that I lost to.
Rough matchup,
For
man.
hire, Madolce.
Did I hear for hire?
Yeah, for hire, Madolce. I don't remember what the other one was. So.
Was it like the Danger for hire or just a for hire?
No, it was like Sky Striker for hire.
Whoa!
Yeah, I thought I was playing against Sky Striker deck and started for some for hire monsters. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Let's see where this goes.
He's like, hey, they all summon. Okay, you got 5. Cool.
Yeah. So, end of the first game, he had 5 cards in hand, 2 set, and 5 monsters, and I was like, all right, I'm not breaking that, so let's go to game 2. All right.
But let's see what the deck has, man. I gotta know. What do you play in this Spiral deck? This is gonna be great.
It was a little bit different. So one of the things that I appreciated about playtesting last night, it really helped me realize how important Azathoth can be to stopping hand traps. And the only thing that Azathoth loses to is impermanence. So when I was playing with the Lunalight Orcust deck, like it could Azathoth consistently without losing resources, and you could still keep summoning. But it wasn't enough for me to. I was bricking more than I was winning. But still, the Azathoth play was consistent. But sometimes it'd be my only play.
Ah.
So that was the reason why I chose to go against it. So when I was going back to the Spirals is another deck that links, but it can also summon multiple level 4s. So instead of going with the Lunalight engine, I threw in a different type of engine to help produce Azathoth, and it worked out pretty well. So anyway, we'll go to the deck profile. Super Agent. That's standard.
Stupid.
Yeah. So Salamangreat cannot deal with this card.
It can't. It cannot.
He legitimately could not get over 1900. He could not produce anything over 1900 with the field that he had, and it single-handedly lost him that game. So
Jeez, I mean, if we had to go into Stalio just to run it over, it's pretty bad.
he couldn't even do that. 1-0s. So Spyral 1-0s. All stuff that you only want to play at 1 of. Unfortunately, for some reason, the sleeper loves my hand. I don't ever need to search him because I open with him probably 50% of my games. So I ditched him for an Orcust combo, and I got him back to my hand by submission. So yeah, he didn't really go anywhere. But yeah, so these are standard. He didn't play in any Spiral deck. It's literally just an 8-card Spiral monster engine.
Right on.
The next is the Dangers. So you play.
Woo!
Danger.
The typical 9.
Going to the
No.
danger.
Uh-oh.
Actually, we went 10.
You went 10.
So,
All right.
The thought behind this is obviously these are guaranteed field presence. Mothman, because you have so many spells and traps that you want to discard and monsters you want to discard. This is high risk, high reward. You give your opponent another card and allow them to fix their hand, but it also allows you to put your stuff in the graveyard. And then Bigfoot is there to out like floodgates and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So, 10.
That's good.
Yeah.
You ever came across a day that you had nothing but dangers in your hand? You're like, what am I playing?
Yeah, my round 4, I played this kid. He was the fucking Danger Whisperer. Every time I revealed a danger, he fucking sniped it. Every fucking time. So we're going with Orcust engine.
Wow, only 4?
Yeah. It's a small enough engine because you're not using it to rely on it. You're more along the lines using it to protect your field, and you want your Spirals to do most of the work. So this allows you to establish Dingrisu and Galatea and stuff like that, and it still allows you to play. You don't have as many resources, so if you're not careful with them, then you could lose things and permanently lose them for the game.
Gotcha.
One Dark Grepher. I was going to put Armageddon Knight in,
Woo!
but overall, with what's in the deck as far as monsters, there was nothing that Armageddon Knight would foolish besides the Orcust cards.
That's
and
right.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted stuff that that had the potential to special summon. It was kind of like a chance game. So like if I open this with any high level danger, Master Plan, Nightmare, anything, I could just pitch it and special summon this card, and it gives me a level 4, which gets you into Azathoth.
Yeah, that's good.
And then, so we played
What is this shenanigans we got right here?
Perform Mage Engine. So, so as I was talking about with testing with the Lunar Light Orcust deck, the rank 4 capability of the deck was really good to produce Azathoth, but I kept bricking with it. I would get Azathoth, but that would be the only thing I could do. And if I try to do full Orcust combo without Azathoth, I would always get hand trapped. So this was the same thought process as the Lunar Light combo. So Damage Juggler, he's also a hand trap that you can afford to own dangers, because if he gets sniped, you just banish him and add one of these guys. He also protects you from battle and effect damage. Free special summon and repeated special summon at the cost of 1,000 life points.
Ooh.
So they give good utility. When this goes to 3, I might up this guy, but when this goes to 3, it'll be a lot better.
Oh yeah.
And then the only actual hand traps I ran in the deck was Nibiru.
Woo!
So Nibiru was in there because of hard combo. Like I honestly thought I'd be playing a lot more. I would play a ton of Orcust based decks because it was Mermaid's last stand basically.
Mermaid's last hurrah!
It was Mermaid's last stand at the OK Corral, and I was fucking 100% wrong.
Oh man.
I was 100% wrong. Not one of the fucking people I played had Orcust in their deck. So, yeah.
Woo!
I did get to resolve him a couple of times. The for hire player, this helped me with him. And I drew this after Madolche's comboed off.
Oh
Cleared
man.
my field. So yeah, that was great.
Oh yeah, that was bad
Yeah.
with Dolce. It was like, hey, field's established. What now?
And then so we played a bunch of power 1-0s. So obviously Rhoda,
Woo!
Resort,
Yeah.
Assault, World Legacy Succession, Terraforming, Foolish Burial, Card Destruction, Big Red, 1-for-1, and 2 Foolish Burial goods.
Okay, so I gotta ask, why the Succession instead of Reborn?
Oh, that's simple, because it was in the other deck that I was letting one of my friends play. So when I was at my hotel room last night trying to put everything together, I realized I didn't have my Monster Reborn because I was letting him use it. I was like, well, fuck, I just need a card that is similar to Monster Reborn. So that was the closest thing I had, and I mean, it didn't come back to bite me in the ass because the deck always had a Link monster on the field, so I could always special summon something from the graveyard.
Why not 3 of the goods though?
Unlike Lunar Light Orcust, where you just want to see a starter card to get some sort of Lunar Light monster, this is a more combo centric deck and it has a lot more pieces. And the only thing that you foolish goods in here is your Spyral traps, which you'll see. So, and you don't, opening 1 is great, but opening 2 or drawing into another one is horrible. And it's also good side out fodder.
Right on.
So, so yeah, that's it for the spells. And then 3 traps. So we played Mission Rescue and Crescendo.
Ooh.
Okay,
so a lot of people are playing 2 Crescendo. I see the 1 because you don't run a whole lot of Orcust. Have you ever needed to run 2?
I considered it. There's times where I've Orcust, I've opened up Crescendo, and I opened up Crescendo a lot today. Or I Foolish Burial goods it off of to start my an Orcust play. And I wish I had the second one because I didn't run any other Orcust spell or traps in the deck. So like Galatea was effectively dead after that to give me some sort of advantage.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And then Assault, or no, this is Rescue.
That's Rescue.
Rescue is just there to Monster Reborn master plan so you can loop it, or to grab stuff back. So like, there's one of the games where like I was literally surviving by discarding the same sleeper and recovering it.
Yeah,
like,
he loves your hand, man.
Like I activated this on my opponent's turn, and I discard sleeper for a nightmare because it was completely, or for an orcust, or no, a nightmare. It was either mermaid or something because it was the only card in my hand that I had to discard, and then I brought it back, and then my next turn I got a danger, and the sleeper got sniped. And then I added it back to my hand on my opponent's turn. And I drew Twin Twister, set the Twin Twister, and then on his turn, I activated Twin Twister. It's against a Sky Striker player. And then I ditched Sleeper, and then I added back Sleeper again. And then I top deck another fucking danger, and the Sleeper got sniped again. So I literally won that game by just recycling the Sleeper back to my hand for discard fodder.
Right on, man.
That's how you win grind games with Spirals. You need this on the field to grind out and get your materials back.
Right on. 40 cards?
Deck was 45.
45!
Yeah,
woo!
because
Good number.
Because I was playing the 3 Nibiru. Extra deck, token. Yeah, that's groovy. Me and my wife. Alright, so like I said, I thought I'd be playing a lot more meta. So, didn't play anything that I had to summon that against. I summoned this. Let's see. I summoned this against the for hire player in the game that I won, and I had 1 for 1. So I activated this. He had no impermanence, and then I activated 1 for 1, and I just full spiral comboed him from there, and then it went on an Orcust board, and he couldn't break it. And then during the Sky Striker, in the final game of my Sky Striker match, literally it was, I'm going to cycle my Widow Anchors just to take your Azathoth because I have nothing else. And that's what he did, and he kept beating over my monsters or whatever, and then he finally managed to deal enough damage to kill me. Cool interaction with this, like if your Trick Clown is dead and it's in the graveyard, detach 2 materials, target the Trick Clown, put it on this, and then overlay, and then send it for link fodder, and you can reactivate your Trick Clown. So.
That's nuts.
And then Dingrisu.
Of course.
So we paid Nightmare package. Like I said, Mermaid's Last Stand.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's dead after this. I still think that it's
cadaverific.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, Orcust will still be playable, but it's not going to be as good in Spirals because that card's gone.
I wonder, like, if you had an opportunity, like, what Link 1 would you use, or would there be a monster that you could use in place of Mermaid?
So going forward, there is one. It's actually already in here. So, Orcust package. This with Mermaid is a 1-card Orcust combo if you open Quick Fix.
Gotcha.
So you have to play it, and it also helps build the extra link.
Roger.
And then there isn't actually a link 1, but there is a link 2. Board blocker.
Hey.
Mermaid is mostly there for the discard. It's great to get the monster off it, but you want the discard most of all in this deck. This is still a discard. It's a free discard. So
nice.
And then at the end of the turn, if your resort gets sniped for whatever reason, you can grab it back.
Sweet.
And then the 1 double helix, because it's basically an amalgamation of engines, so you only have the room for 1 in the extra deck. If it was a pure variant, this would probably be 2 or 3.
Used to be $45, kids.
And then Boral Load, because this was better in your Thunder Dragon matchup, which I didn't play any of. And I didn't actually summon it today.
Oh, okay.
And then Appaloosa, I actually summoned this quite a bit, and I would summon it for the full 4 and just use it to beat over. Salamangreat, that's how I won. I summoned him and I just kept hitting him.
Cool.
So yeah, that was the extra deck, 15 cards.
Right on.
All right, so side deck. So we're gonna do this. All right, so once again, all meta. So yeah, Starving Venom Dragon.
Hey.
And 3 Super Poly.
Uh-oh.
Didn't play any meta.
So
besides the meta that this doesn't work against.
So let me go ahead and say you do have Darks in the deck and Starving Venom. What made this decision come about?
Because you Super Poly your opponent's field and summon Starving Venom if you're playing against Orcust, which it goes on based upon the theory that it was going to be Mermaid's last hurrah. Everybody would probably be playing Orcust.
Right.
So Orcust is the most consistent deck right now.
It is true.
It's the most splashable deck. And if you're playing against that, then this breaks the board and you don't have to worry about crescendo.
Okay.
Simple as that. That was the thought behind it, but it obviously didn't work. Because I didn't play any Orcust, not one. And then...
Ooh, 3 and 2. This is spice.
So I don't like True Draco.
Yeah, I
That's the
think
first thing.
everybody hates that.
No, I have a personal disdain for True Draco because every True Draco player I've ever played against is a fucking crybaby when they lose. So, and then not only that, but these cards are also good against Sky Striker.
That is true.
If you can bet, if they don't multi-roll their stuff back, you could hit key cards with this to banish it. This also clears Area 0 without them summoning Ray, because Area 0 has to go to the graveyard by a card effect. This just outright banish it, and then this is just, you want to discard your stuff, and this clears multiple background. So that's always a good reason.
Woo!
Cards. And then we have 3 Lancia. So
Hey.
I thought I'd be playing Orcust or even Thunder Dragon. Nope. Not one. Not one at all.
Yeah, you had a lot of rogue decks today.
So yeah, so that was dead. That was dead. I still think it was correct, but it was dead.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I don't like. Honestly, I shouldn't have sided these because I had the Nibiru, but against the for hire player, it came in handy.
Hey, Sphere modes are back, yo. Hey.
Like, I had Nibiru in the main deck, so I shouldn't have even sided these. But against the for hire player, he went nuts in one of his games. He went nuts in one of his games and just fucking shitted out a board. And I was just like, well, I have severe mode in my hand. So, and I had sided these in because it was literally the only thing that I could side with my extra deck. So I sided it in and I gave it to him. And then he lost after that. But yeah, so that was like really the only instance that they came in.
Right.
I mean, they're good against like Orcust and Thunder Dragon and stuff like that. That's the whole purpose of it. Yeah. But the deck was literally built with the premises of I wouldn't have any rogue matchups, and that's all I fucking had.
Oh man, if there was one thing you could change about the deck, what would it be?
No.
Goddamn.
I would have dropped the card count to 40. I don't think I needed 45. Honestly, with knowing what I did today, I probably wouldn't have tried to do as a thought to hard combo, because if this deck is really good against Rogue, when you're not trying to set it up to space like a specific set of decks,
okay.
it should win automatically just based upon what it has because of the multiple engines. But because I put cards in it specifically to summon as a thought so I could combo off, it made my rogue matchups worse.
Ugh.
So, and then my side deck, I would adjust to. I would make it a little bit more. I would make it a little bit more flexible, because this was literally like, what is best against like Sky Striker, Salamangreat, Orcust, and any real Orcust variant or Thunder Dragon. But unfortunately, I played Sky Striker, and I did get to that, and I played Salamangreat, and I did get to use some of it, but I didn't get to play it. I honestly thought Orcust would be like the premier deck just because of Mermaid being banned.
Right.
But it is what it is. So that's it. That's the deck profile. Mesa Regionals 2019.
Right on. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the little notification at the bottom. Thanks again for watching.
Yeah. Groovy.